In this video, let us understand about the bean scopes. The IOC container creates the Spring beans, that is the Java objects, based on the bean definition. The bean definition is given in the configuration metadata. It can be either XML or annotation based configuration or Java based configuration. By default, the IOC container will create one instance per class, that is singleton beans. What if there is a scenario wherein you need multiple instances of the same class? Here comes the use of scope. So, scope by definition is used to control the number of instances created by the IOC container based on the bean definition. The default scope is singleton. Spring framework supports 5 scopes: singleton, prototype, request, session and global session. You can also create your own custom scope by implementing the scope interface. Now let us see the scopes one by one. Singleton. This is the default scope. When you run a Spring application, the IOC container gets instantiated. It reads the configuration metadata, maybe annotation or XML or Java based configuration. Based on the bean definition, it will create one instance per class. They are singleton objects. For each and every call for that object, the same instance only will be returned. This instance is stored in a cache. Whenever you request for a bean, the same instance will be returned back because it is singleton. Next scope is prototype. In case of prototype, for each and every request, a new bean instance is getting created. For creating a new bean instance, we use the annotation @scope. Rest of the scopes belong to web application context. They are request, session, global session and application scope. Request scope. The IOC container will create a new bean for each and every HTTP request. Session scope. Here it will create a new bean instance for each HTTP session. Global session. This is used in case of portlet based application. Then is application scope. In case of application scope, the IOC container creates the bean instance once the application starts. Now let us see an example of using and understanding the singleton and prototype scope. Here I have created a standalone application using Spring Starter project. This is my main class. This main class is implementing the command line runner and I have overridden the run method. From within the run method, we will be calling the methods of other class. I have also created one other class employee. In this class, let me add one instance variable name. Now I will add a default constructor, getter and setter methods and toString for this class. Within the constructor, let me add one println statement. One object created. Let me also add @component above the class so that the IOC container can recognize this class. I need to give value for the instance variable name, so I will add @value annotation with the value. We need to import these two. Let me use Shift Ctrl O. Now both the annotations are imported. Let me go to the main class. In this class, I can simply auto-wire employee and print the employee object from within the run method. I don't want to do that. I want to get an instance of the IOC container, that is the application context. We don't have to create the application context explicitly. The reason is here we are having a class Spring application which is responsible for creating and instantiating the application context. I am just going to use the application context by auto-wiring it. So let me add the code auto-wired application context. Let me import them. From within the run method, I need to call context.getBean. Let me pass employee.class. The return type is an employee object. And let me try to print it. To start with, let us run this application. I can run it as a simple Java application or a Spring Boot app. Here I have got the output. Let us analyze this output. If you see that when the object is getting created, it goes inside the default constructor and prints one object created. What I will do now is, let me try to call context.getBean again. So in this case, I am trying to print emp1. Let us check whether it is creating a new object or it is going to return the same object. I am saving it. I will run it again. So in this case, you can see the constructor is getting called only once. It means there is only one object that is getting created. For both the calls, it is returning the same value. So what exactly is happening? Let me explain it. In line number 21, you have given emp equal to context.getBean. This returns an employee object. So this is my employee object that is created by the IOC container, and the name is given as Raju. This emp is pointing to this particular employee object. Then again you are creating another reference emp1 and calling context.getBean method. In this scenario, a new object is not getting created, but this emp1 is also going to point to the same object. So in our case, only one employee object is getting created. Now next is, let us try to change the value. In this case, I will give emp dot set name as Rohan, and again I will try to print emp. Now what is happening? In this case, you are changing the value from Raju to Rohan. Because both the references are pointing to the same object, both the println statements will print name as Rohan. Now let us see that. I will run this application. Only one object is getting created. Both the references are pointing to the same object. When you change the name of the object, the other reference also is pointing to the same object, so its name also is getting changed. The reason is because the scope is singleton. How to change the scope? So for that, we will go to the employee class, add an annotation @scope, within round brackets, give the value as prototype. In case of prototype, for each and every request, a new object or a new instance will be created. Let us check that out now. I will import it. Without changing anything in the main class, let us run this application. I have got the output. Let us analyze this output. In this case, when you make a call to context.getBean method, the IOC container will create a new employee object that time only. So that is why you are seeing the constructor is getting called. It prints one object created. This is from the default constructor. And that object is referred by emp. Then you are trying to print emp, it prints Raju. Then you are changing the name to Rohan, it prints Rohan. Then again you are making a call to context.getBean method. In this case, the IOC container creates a new object. That is, it is calling the constructor and assigns it to emp1. You can see here it is printing one object created. What about the value for name instance variable? It will be the default value that you have given over here. So it is printing name as Raju. So let us see the pictorial representation. In this case, when you make a call to context.getBean, only then a new object is getting created, and that is referred by emp. Initially the value is Raju, then you change the value from Raju to Rohan. This emp reference is pointing to the employee object. Now the value is changed to Rohan, so the instance variable will get the value as Rohan. Next again you are making a call to context.getBean. In this scenario, a new object is getting created with the default value Raju. So emp1 is pointing to a new employee object and the value is Raju. In the previous case, in case of singleton, you are having emp and emp1 pointing to the same employee object. In case of prototype, for each and every call of context.getBean, the IOC container creates a new bean object. One more thing that you have to remember is, in case of singleton beans, the moment the application starts, the IOC container will create all the beans and keep it ready. Whenever you make a call for context.getBean, it will return the already created object. But in case of prototype, only when you make a call to context.getBean, it will create a new bean object and return it to you. So how to identify that? So here I will just give sysO in main. Now here the scope is prototype. Let us see what is happening. The application has started completely. It is entering into the run method. It is printing in main. Only when you make a call to context.getBean, a bean object is getting created. Here also you are making a call to context.getBean, a bean object is getting created. So this is for prototype. Now in employee, I will comment this. Now what is the scope? It is singleton. Let me run this application. Now see what is happening. The moment your application starts, the IOC container gets instantiated. It will create all the beans that is needed for this application. That is why the constructor of the employee is getting called. Then it enters into run method. It prints in main. When you call context.getBean, whatever object is created already is returned to this employee reference. This is okay, fine. What if my employee class is having another class's instance variable? So let me create address, wherein address is a class. We don't have it, so let me just keep the cursor here and create an address class. It is in the same package. Let this class have one instance variable as city. I will create a default constructor and getter and setter methods, toString. Let me add a println statement inside the constructor. One address object created. Add @component above the class so that this class will be recognized by the IOC container. And I need to give value for city, so I will use @value. I will pass the value as Bangalore. I need to import it, Shift Ctrl O. All set here. Let us go to the employee class. This class is having an instance of address, so let me add @autowired. I am doing field injection. I will also add getter and setter methods, and I will modify the toString. Go to source, generate toString. Import autowire. Okay. Now the scope is singleton for both the classes. From the main class, let me run the application. So here you can see, because it is singleton, first the address object is getting created and it is injected into the employee object. Because we know employee has a dependency of address. Then it is entering into the run method. It prints in main, prints Raju with city Bangalore. Then Rohan with city Bangalore. And again the same here. How many objects are getting created? One employee object and one address object. So it's something like this. So here I have EMP pointing to one employee object, EMP1 also pointing to the same employee object. So this is my new EMP. And here we have one address which is used by this employee object, because everywhere the scope is singleton. Now what I will do is, I will change the scope to prototype. Let me run the application now. Here you can see address object is singleton because you have not given any scope. This singleton object is injected into two different employee objects. So what is the pictorial representation? So in this case, I have EMP pointing to one employee object, EMP1 pointing to one employee object. Both of them are pointing to the same address object. So in case of EMP, initially it was Raju, then you modified it to Rohan. In case of EMP1, it is only Raju. What about address? In case of address, the city is Bangalore. What will happen if I change the city from Bangalore to Pune? Whether both the objects will get the same value? Let us check that out. So for that I am going to give emp dot get address dot set city and changing it to Pune. So I will run it again. Both the objects are pointing to the same singleton address object. So both of them will have the same value as Pune. So as we told here, from Bangalore it is getting changed to Pune. So here we have two employee objects sharing the same address object with the city Pune. What if I want to create new instances of address also? In that scenario, I need to give scope as prototype in address class also. So now let me just go here. I will add @scope as prototype. Import it. Come to the main class. So let us first guess the output. So in this case, initially the output will be Raju, Bangalore. Then while coming here it will be Rohan, Pune. Now I will come to the second EMP1. EMP1 we are not changing anything. So the value will be Raju, Bangalore only. So here I should have two employee objects with two different address objects. Let me run the application. Let us analyze this output. If you see here, the address object is not created prior, but it enters into the run method. First it prints in main. Then when you give a call to context.getBean, it creates the employee object. So that is why first it enters into the constructor of employee. You are not passing address as parameter. So first the employee object gets created. To this employee object, you are wiring address by calling setAddress method. And what is the value of EMP? Initially it is Raju, Bangalore, just we told, and then it changes to Rohan and Pune. Then you are making another call to context.getBean. Here it again goes to employee class, calls the constructor, prints one address of one object created, calls setAddress method, prints one address object created. And what about the value? As we told, it is printing Raju and Bangalore, the default values which is there in the address and the employee class. So let us see the pictorial representation. So in this case, both the objects are going to have their own address object. So it is new address and this is new address. In case of EMP, initially the address was Bangalore, then we changed it to Pune. But in case of EMP1, it is taking the default value which we have given using @value annotation. So this is what is about prototype. So one thing you have to remember is in case of singleton beans, the moment the application starts, the IOC container will create all the singleton beans and keep it ready in the cache. Whenever you make a call using context.getBean, it is going to return that particular cached instance. How many ever times you ask for the bean, the same instance will be returned. But in case, if you give the scope as prototype, a new object or a new instance is created only when you make a call to context.getBean method. So for each and every call of context.getBean method, a new object will be created. So this is about the bean scopes. Thank you.